How are we doing? Welcome, welcome. It is Out of the Fog, and we're a cross-island bop that introduces all the people doing the cool things. And where would I be without the one and only Slim Macho to my left? How are you?
Hi, Donnie. How are you?
Doing grand. It's been 24 hours.
I know. Yeah, I was going through some withdrawal. The less and less time that passes, it's good for me.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
We did the art battle last night at the Rec Room, and it was an amazing place for creative courage to go down. I expect all you guys to come out and check out the next art battle. Check out the Rec Room for details on that. Until then, we're going to start the show off with a bang. It is a musical performance, Peter Halley on piano, featuring the one and only Laura Taylor. Let's give it up.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars faded, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams of sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars faded, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams of sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me.
You're watching Rogers TV, St. John's.
3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, it divided the city. I thought he abandoned Gotham because he didn't care.
It's time to turn off the signal.
You take after your cousin, your female Bruce Wayne.
Whoa. Bruce gave me a great piece of advice once. Find your own way.
You're watching Rogers TV, St. John's.
It is Out of the Fog on a Thursday night, and we're feeling all right. Like I mentioned before the break, we had some exciting musical entertainment coming up, and it went down, and it was the one and only Laura Taylor. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
So, Laura, I know that this is your first time being on a TV show for an interview like this.
Yes.
So please don't be nervous.
Okay.
I'm a fool. I'm a foolish person. Anyone watching at home will let you know it's all fun and games around here, nothing to be worried about. But I want to ask you, let's start at the start. We heard you perform a song before the break. What inspired you to pick that song to perform tonight?
Well, that song is a really important song on the album because that was the song that Peter and I did, and it was my first solo vocal performance. Mm-hmm. So I can tell you a little bit about how we met.
Please do.
Okay. So I was in a Lake Melville Music Festival, and Peter was an adjudicator, and my dad was a volunteer.
Okay.
So my dad came across the opportunity for voice lessons that Peter was giving out in his spare time. And he said, Laura, you have to go. You're going. And I was kind of like, I don't know, Dad. I don't know. But I ended up going, of course. And I met Peter, and all my nerves were gone, and we sang through a few things, and he showed me this song that I'd never heard before. We sang through it a few times, and he asked me, do you want to perform in the Stars of the Show? And I said, by myself. But it was all amazing, and that was Dream a Little Dream of Me.
I love.
So.
Mama Cass, to me, is one of the true singers of her time.
And she's amazing.
Sometimes I wonder about how Hollywood has taken us away from true talent and presented us with a whole bunch of window dressing and not a lot of furniture in the room, you know, in terms of actual character of the people that we give so much money and success to. When it's about the voice and it's about the talent. She had so much of that, you know. And so I have to ask you, this festival, talk more about this festival and your participation in that led you into meeting Peter. What is that about?
So I was in the festival for piano adjudication and choir adjudication with my school and with my piano teacher. So I wasn't in voice in the festival. So the fact that I was in the festival is the only reason that I met Peter.
It's funny, you know, you who have recorded an album hadn't thought of yourself as someone who should focus on singing. And it happens a fair bit, right? We all think, you know, oh, that's my weakness, when really it's revealed to be our strength in life. It's an interesting thing how that happens sometimes. Would you agree?
Yeah, for sure.
And so what do you think about Peter's involvement in taking you and just bringing you forward into where you are now with the album, and it's just been released and all of this, and I heard it was an amazing time. Why don't you talk about that?
I couldn't have done it without Peter. Peter was the catalyst for all of it.
Yeah.
So I met him at the music festival, and we stayed in touch, and I was in and out of St. John's for stuff like sports and other things, and he said, why don't we try recording something? And I went, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Of course, let's do it. And we went to Sandy Morse's studio. Awesome. Legend. Yeah. Legend. And we just started recording some things, and he said, why don't we make an album? Right? It was just the coolest.
It is the coolest. I wanted to take a moment and just give a highlight and a shout out to Peter, who's probably watching this at home. He has done so much for so many singers and artists, have started their career on the Spirit of Newfoundland stage. And they celebrated 20 years last year of doing what they do. And to have a bunch of people, Peter as the lead and Kathy Hicks, another queen of our local cultural scene, and to have two of them come together and to have given life to so many careers of so many singers and actors and performers of all kinds, that's their legacy. You know, Spirit of Newfoundland is more than dinner and show, which is so amazing on a cultural front when it comes to things that we love about our province and things that we love to show the people who come to visit us. It's all the careers. Kellyanne Evans, Krista Verdovsky, Steve Power, Keith Pike, Dana Parsons, Janet Call, Sandy Morris, Boomer Stamp. I can go right down the line. Slim, I bet you have even been at Spirit of Newfoundland at some point or another. I mean, come on.
I've been with Peter Halley. I've sung in choirs with him with Quintessential Vocal Ensemble, and I've actually had a lesson from Peter myself too. Just one voice lesson with him was enough actually to make a change for me. And so time constraints for the two of us prevented me from doing further. But yeah, but his presence anyway, like Spirit of Newfoundland, is a very good word to describe him for me too. He's a magical human.
He is a magical human.
Yeah.
We have an album coming out, and Peter is on the album. He introduces and lands the album. So Peter's everywhere, basically,
Peter
is what we're trying to say.
Touches everyone. He's
incredible.
He's everywhere.
What is your hope for this album and people who listen to you?
This was a cute little project. It's something that I think is starting my music career. So I just want people to enjoy it. It's easy listening.
Have you grown up listening to? Who would you say would be an inspiration to you?
I really loved Adele when I was young, and I used to listen to Norah Jones too, so with my sister.
Yeah. And so what does it mean to you now to have an album on your hands and the responsibility to support that and get that out there so other people can listen to your music and feel the vibes? I mean, have you thought much about what's next?
Yeah, I'm really proud of what I've accomplished. Being able to say that I have an album it's pretty cool.
It's really
and
cool.
I hope to further my music career. I want to start songwriting. So.
Is that right? Well, we have no shortage of incredible songwriters in our province to draw from. I wonder if you would see yourself doing anything on the stage in addition to playing and singing.
Yeah, performance is definitely a big thing for me right now. So
Yeah.
that'd be a lot of fun.
That's so cool. Talk about your favorite song outside of the one you performed this evening. Talk about the song on the album that you would love everyone to hear. If you had to pick one song for everyone, tell me why.
It's a tough one.
I know, because a lot goes into picking the songs that you're going to put on an album. Whether you're writing them or it's an album of covers like yours, you know, a lot of will I record this one and that one and what speaks to you and what doesn't. What goes through your mind when you're trying to consider what songs to put on an album?
Well, this album was it's a bunch of songs that were suggested to me, really, by Peter and Sandy and my family and friends.
Right.
So.
And the name of the album?
By chance.
And why do you think that is the name that you chose?
It was by chance that my dad found a last-minute voice lesson, squeezed me in right at the end, and I met Peter.
Wow.
Everything was by chance.
What advice do you have out there in our final minute of our hang? Time flies, doesn't it? What advice do you have for anyone who plays or sings or performs in their bedroom and doesn't think that they have what it takes to really take it to the next level? What would you say to them watching at home tonight?
Take all the opportunities that are given to you, for sure.
Would your dad be proud of all that's gone on here?
My goodness, yes.
I'm sure he's out inside the highway with the CDs, giving it out to everyone who drives by. See? True dad style. I'll tell you what, there's a magic about you. There's an energy, there's something happening here, and it's early days. I'm very excited to have met you. Everything Peter said about you is true, and I look forward to what you do. And guys, if you enjoyed that song, and you enjoyed this interaction and you want to learn more, how can people get a hold of you, Laura?
I believe my email is on the CD, so you can get in touch with me.
Wow, I'm looking for an Instagram channel to happen here. Let's get that on the go.
Yeah.
Let's get some grams. Guys, it's Laura Taylor. This is Out of the Fog. Slimmy, hit me with a beat, would you, boy? We'll be right back after this break. It's NLAD coming through, and we can't wait. It's Out of the Fog. See you guys. Big round of applause for our girls.
All right, girls.
Mom, you said it's played again.
Workplace injuries hurt the most at home.
Sometimes it's hard to say goodbye to an old friend. But when you're saying farewell to your vehicle, Kidney Car makes it fast and easy. Just call or visit our website. We'll take any vehicle in any condition and give you a tax receipt for a minimum of $300. No headaches and no towing charges. It's the one-stop solution for getting rid of your unwanted vehicle in just a few short minutes. When your vehicles reach the end of the road, call us toll-free or visit kidneycar.ca.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank Laura for coming through just now. She played a song and talked about her career. But now I'm excited about our next guests that we have on tonight. Hello.
Hi, Donnie.
How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah? You look great.
Thank you.
Not nervous at all?
No, I'm very nervous. I'm just hiding it well, maybe.
You are hiding it very well. I want to tell you guys a story very quickly about the silent minority. And it is a experience that I was lucky enough to have, to learn so much and to meet so many friends and to work together on something that has had a major impact on me and so many people in my life. I want to start by introducing Renee. How are you?
I'm great.
Who is with you this evening?
So this evening we have Deborah Browley here, and she's one of our warriors, I'll call her. She also works at our association at NLAD. And we also have Heather here. Heather's our interpreter this evening.
Heather's sick of me.
Never.
This is the first of us closed captioning a show, and I'm proud of us, Rogers, for stepping up to the plate for this interview this evening. So Renee, I would like to open up by asking you a question. I'll say something to you, and you tell me how it makes you feel. Silent minority.
Well, it certainly makes me feel love, and it makes me feel pride. I certainly think on words such as resilience and strength. I think on the words of language and culture. I certainly think on the word transformation as well.
Why is that?
Well, because our community has certainly undergone a lot of changes, but most recently a project that we were involved in has had significant impact on our community.
I can say, as we said before, you know, the impact it's had on so many people in and outside the community has been amazing. We're going to talk about that impact in just a moment, but for now what we're going to do is let you guys at home check out this special story that so many people have come together to help tell. And so here you go, check it out.
My name is Hassan Hai. You might know me from the Merbies group, Project Kindness. I was involved in TEDx St. John's. I'm also that fellow who loves to give great hugs. It is such an honor to be part of or to have a connection with many diverse communities within Newfoundland and Labrador. My hope for everyone who wants to feel included is for them to know in their hearts that they do not stand alone, and there is a place and a space for their voices to be heard.
Thank you so much, man, for your help.
My pleasure. Thank you.
You can de-mic now and
Okay.
go on with the play.
Perfect.
Peace.
Cheers.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Today, our performance represents our beautiful and diverse deaf community of Newfoundland and Labrador. We hope that you've learned through our experience more about our deaf community, about our language, about our culture, that you can understand, listen to us, and join in inclusion. Would you like to join?
Yes, yes. I encourage everyone to dig down and find ways to connect with this community, this beautiful community, and just be silent and understand who they are, what they want, which is the same things that we want. Their basic human rights met. To be happy, to live productive lives, to have access to health care and education and services, and be able to live independent lives. And we need to help them.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed watching that story, and I hope it opened your eyes to such an important conversation happening in the province. And so, Renee, how does this video make you feel in your mind when you're watching it back?
Well, I feel many things. I certainly feel gratitude. I feel gratitude for all those that were involved, including the most important piece, our dear warriors, our deaf community, but certainly individuals such as yourself, Don-E, and your team at DC Design House, individuals such as Roger Monder at Up Sky Down, just the utmost in world-class professionals, but beyond that, the hearts and the souls of you individuals who just played such an instrumental role in helping elevate our story. So I feel lots of things, but gratitude is certainly a big one that I feel. I become really aware every time I watch it of the unexpected gift of this video, and it being not so much anymore, although it's important, the message of educating hearing individuals and the non-deaf world, it's become about the gift that remains with our community, which is the transformation in acceptance and the beauty of who they are, and the fire that's now ignited within. So I think of many things, but that's the summary.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. Deborah, do you feel more visible now because of what has happened with the investment in telling of that story?
I do feel that the video release has absolutely added some positive reflection to the hearing community now, more awareness. Felt that there was a little bit more of a negative attitude. It's nobody's fault, of course, but the release has been so positive. People seem more, I don't know what the word is, friendly and open, more interested and accepting. I've worked in a hearing environment for many, many years, and you know, and when the video was released, it seems like they were like wanting to learn sign language, wanting to communicate, you know, saying good morning, good afternoon. Just those simple gestures have really added to the feeling of inclusion for myself because of the video release.
And so there's been so much in the market, in the media, since that story came out. What successes can the Association for the Deaf in the province, what has happened in terms of interest and reach out and the result of that story on you in terms of feeling more visible?
Well, I think most importantly, as I had just mentioned, the change that it's made to the members of our community, but it far has exceeded our expectation. It's close to, I think, 6,000 views. We've had reach out, even internationally, from Australia. We've had comments by World Federation of the Deaf presidents. We've had requests for presentations, performances by what was called our flash mob, now called our deaf choir.
Right.
We have had just a list that's endless of requests. It's meant the filling of all of our ASL classes. It's meant us having to roll out additional classes. It means meetings with government and officials to discuss next steps for funding.
In the final minute that we have of our hang today, what is it that you want everybody across the province watching this show to know about the deaf people in our province and what they deserve and what they need and what you work so hard to provide for them?
I think I want them to rewatch the video, really absorb it, and think about the core themes that Hassan helped us to really accentuate, and other really beautiful people, the community-minded people who are part of that as well, and highlighting the messages of human rights, our rights to enjoy civil liberties, healthcare, education, and to know that they're just like you and I. They're individuals who want health and happiness and to be included.
Thank you so much. Guys, definitely get on, check out NLAD.org, find out the amazing work that they're doing every day to help their constituents across the province to access those basic rights and freedoms that are so important. They don't ever take those for granted. We'll be right back after this break. Hey guys, thank you so much. Welcome back. We're in the final few seconds of the show, but I gotta say, it's pretty heartwarming from a girl who had not performed music before, thanks to the amazing Peter Halley now taking the main stage of life and putting out an album, to NLAD and the incredible work they're doing to bring human rights to the forefront regarding the deaf community in Newfoundland and Labrador. This show is always amazing to me, and I learn something new every time, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity. Thanks to the volunteers who helped make this show happen, the one and only Slim Macho. Thank you, bro.
Man, you're always welcome, every time.
Respect.
Yes.
All right, guys, we'll tune in next time. See you soon. Hit me with a beat, boy.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
With NHL Center Ice, you get a premium ticket to the games you want every night of the season. With up to 37 out-of-market games a week to choose from, you'll get more goals, more saves, more non-stop action from the teams you love. NHL Center Ice, part of the Rogers Super Sports Pack. All this for only $35.95 a month. Order through your remote on Channel 431 or call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today.
We were born in Canada. We spoke English. On the streets, we weren't welcome. But on the field, we were the Asahi. Vancouver's